Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another LEGO video, and today I'm going to be showing you two, or I guess three, of my new custom LEGO train mocks. So let's get started. So what I have here is a hopper car and a crane car, which has two sections. And I'll get into that, of course, later, but first I'm going to focus on the hopper car. So that to the side. So the hopper car is just based on, typical hopper cars you may see in America today. It's got the sloped ends, go up, And as you see, I did use these pieces in dark bluish gray. The main base is dark bluish gray, while the rest of it is black. And then I got some light bluish gray at the top. So we kind of got like a three colors, so it's not really monochrome, but whatever. So yeah, it uses the newer style train wheels with the pins, because those are all I had for these. The dump belts, I actually used, instead of the coal car, like when I used 2x4 plate, I used this modified 2x4 plate with the two Technic pins on each end, because usually these hopper cars, they have like little things on the ends to have the things come out, whatever is inside, maybe grain, wheat, stuff like that, Whoops. So, yeah, it's kind of like where they would come out from. And, yeah, so these pieces, I got all four of them that are on here from one set, which was the 60110 Fire Station set from 2016. Pretty cool set, but I did take it apart, of course. A lot of my station sets. I think every single fire station that I've made from LEGO has been taken apart to be used for others, like Station 3, which is 19, then 18 and 17, so yeah. But, yeah, and I was going to use black, but I did not have enough tiles. So I just used light bluish gray, so I think that looks a lot better. And I did use these, corner tiles that are curved. So I got these from plenty of my LEGO Minecraft sets that use minecart rails, and trust me, only a few sets will get you a bunch of these because there are plenty of curves. So yeah, so I had enough definitely to just do this one. I could do more, but I need to get more pieces, like the inverted slopes I need more of. Probably the normal 45-degree slopes I need more of. I need more of these pieces, so I feel like I'm just going to stick with one for right now. Maybe if I want to make another one, I can. And I did use these tall bar pieces because I thought it would look nice on the ends. And I used two there and two here. These ones, for some reason, aren't tall enough compared to these, which is weird. Like, this one reaches into there, while these two don't, so it kind of confuses me a bit. Like, are they different lengths or something? I don't know. Although I can hold them in with, one by one, the studs with the holes in them, so yeah, I guess that could work. There is a inside, I guess, on this. It's similar to the coal hopper that I already did. It's kind of hard to get this thing open. It's because I had to use plates. I could not use the 2-wide plates because I wanted this thing to be nice and strong. So, yeah. Let's put some of these back. So yeah, that's why I have 6-wide plates instead of just 2-wide plates, so you can fit stuff inside. I'm gonna freaking put all these back. Okay. So if we take a look inside, let's shine a light in it. It's black on black. You can see the slopes that are in there. So yeah, you can see the grills there, the slopes in the middle. So yeah, you can kind of see Technic bricks off to the side. That's just what I use because you won't really see the inside. And then I use 2x2 tiles here. I'm always gonna do that whenever I do a hopper type car, You know, I do it with my coal car, so I'm going to do it here as well. And I think this is a really nice car. Even though these wheels aren't as great as the normal LEGO wheels, they still do run pretty well. So that's why I continue to use them. So yeah, these are actually the last two that I had. So yeah, but I still think it looks really nice. So there's that one. Let's get this aside. Now let's get to the main thing, which is the crane car. Now, you might think, well, don't you already have the crane car? Why are you making another one? Actually, the other crane car is gone. I made it in two different sections. I just figured that I didn't really like the look of the other crane car. Even though it did look nice, it's kind of boring, you know? So I thought I could scale it up a bit. And so I decided to base this off of a model version. It's a Santa Fe version, where it had this part. It's called a tender. For some reason, I don't know why. And then, of course, the main crane part. I made this up at two bases, so I got 24 long here, and the 28 long that was from the original crane. So I used it there. So, yeah. Now the 24 long, like I said, I was going to use for the crane, but it wasn't. But it was too short, so that's why I used the 28 long. But of course, now I'm using it for the crane. But of course, the crane actually overhangs into the other part, which I have this piece there for just to hold on to the hook. So I'm fine with that. So I'm going to start with the first car. And these are removable, although the magnets, even though these are off-brand, they're very strong, surprisingly. So I'm quite pleased with that. So the first part is, of course, the crane. It can spin around 360 degrees perfectly. It has the same system as the last one. I'm not going to take it off because putting it back on is a pain. Because the plates that I used, I have to remove the roof to put it back in, and it's just, no. It has the round brick on the 4x4 turntable plates, so it moves around a little. It has a little friction to it, so I do quite like that. So, as you can see, of course, I did put it in the Union Pacific paint schemes, just like my switcher. Just because, you know, I thought it would look nice, you know. And I did add some profile bricks here in yellow and darkish gray. So we got some transparent orange lights on all of these, on like both ends of each of the cars. So we got two right here next to the reel for the string, which has the hook on it, and then back here with two orange hazard lights and then one light here. Because I did see that on the model that I based off. It was an HO scale, but I just based off of that, so I seen a light there. So I mean, I think it was a light, although I don't know. I'm assuming that this is like the cab area, and the back here is like all the mechanics and engine work, whatever, for the crane to operate. So that's what I'm assuming is back here. And then up here, of course, is that. So, yeah. And then I did keep the middle part, so moved it onto the 24 long base, and then added an extra ladder here so you can get up to the door, which is right here, and I added handles as well. And then as you see, we got the windows here and here. Well, here and here. And I did use inverted slopes so that it can go up to its full capacity, because it can't go any higher than this. When I move the slopes, it goes up maybe a little bit higher, but that's it, because of the 2x2 tile down here. You can see that there's like not much of a gap there. I couldn't make the windows any more towards the middle because of the inverted slopes, so I just had to leave it the way it was. Which is something that looks fine. You can barely see inside there, but that is a lever. I removed the gauges because I couldn't put them in there. I would have put them in the middle, but the crane forbid me to do that, so I couldn't. And if you move this around, it'll be the same. So like here, it'll be 1 here and 5 here. Move it around here, same thing. 1 here, 5 there. So it doesn't matter which way you turn it, it's going to be the exact same. So it's like you flip it around, except you don't need to take the car off the track. You just need to do that, and boom, you're good. So I did find that quite nice with this car. And it does function the same as the crane, as the other crane I made, so I don't really need to show that. If you haven't seen the video, then I'll link it down below for you to check out. Right, so now we're going to move on to the tender. That's what they call it. To me, it's just a long flatbed area with walls, kind of like a gondola, but it has open end here instead. And I'd see this as like a mini caboose because it's got the cupola. It just looks like a miniature caboose, so yeah. If you notice, I did use these 1x8 bricks with the sticker on them, because when I took apart that cafe car from the 6197 passenger train set, when I turned the locomotive into a cab car, I had the 4 left over, so I decided to use them here for extra detail, and I think it looks really nice. Let me get this thing back on. There we go. For the middle, I just used 2x2 inverted slopes. I would have used the 1x3s or 2x3s because that would have looked a lot better and a lot more realistic to the HRO scale model, but I did not have any. If the base was in black, then yeah, I could have done it in black, because I still got plenty from when I got them 3 years ago now. Jeez, yeah, when I got my first round of Lego trains, I got that with it to do the middle parts, and I've been using them quite a bit recently. So yeah. Anyways, so let's see, we got orange lights here, and we got one up here with the horn, because if it's going this way, then well, you're gonna need a horn, you know. Now let's get to the caboose part. As you can see, it is actually offset by half a stud, because when I looked off the model, it kind of had a little lip here, and I said to make it 5 wide instead of 6 wide. Trust me, figuring out how to get the roof on here to be 6 wide was a pain in the butt. It was a pain. That's all I can say. But thankfully, I figured out something that works. But yeah, figuring out to line up the jumper plates. I was thinking I could just use 2x2 jumpers on all of them, but not really. That was, if I did, then it would be like this. You know, you could see a gap there and there, so I just had to completely rework it. It took several tries, but I finally got something that looked like this, and I'm fine with it. So there's nothing on the interior. I don't really think I should put anything in there because there's nothing to put in there anyway, so I'm not gonna bother with that. So yeah, like I said, we got the horn here, a orange light here. The cupola does come on, because it does come out, and I could use jumper plates, so I just use some 1x4s and 1x2s, and then above this is the 4x4 plate with the 2x2 cutouts, just to keep everything secure. And I got the 1x2x2 panels in clear, and then 1x2 bricks. 1x2 bricks are actually like this, because I feel like it looks better that way. Because, I mean, when I did it the other way, let me just show you. I can get it on there. It would look something like that. I mean, it won't go on because the plates are messed up, but yeah, it looks something like that. And I don't think it looks right like that, so that's why I went the other way. And as you can see, I did use the 2x4 curved slopes. So, yeah. And I think it looks nice there, and then I used 2x2s and 1x2s there and there. So, yeah. And so, yeah, this store is inset by 1 brick plate, I guess. I don't know, 1 stud. Well, this one's only inset by half a stud. So, similar to this. If we go back here, we got a fence piece. I was deciding on what color I was going to do. I was either going to do this one in black, which is what I chose, do it in gold, or silver, which are all off-brand. And I decided to go with black since it didn't come with ladders. The silver one came with 4 ladders, The gold one did come with 4, but I already used 2 on here. So I decided just to use black since it didn't have anything. And that was good because I decided to add some lights. And these are on the minifigure neck bracket pieces. And I had 2 of them in black, so it was like a perfect. Now, I don't think I'm going to add any headlights up here. I think these are just fine. The bogies are simple, of course. They got the 2 plates of hearts from the crane car. I decided not to change that. I mean, I tried it without the Dimension interested it, you know, like this bogey. And let's just say I didn't like it. So I put it back to normal and I'm fine with it. So, I mean, that's pretty much about it. For my crane updated, for my updated crane car that I do like, and the hopper cars. So yeah, hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.